We welcome you live to the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Truck Series Season number 5 race at the Rock. It's Rockingham, North Carolina, and we are live tonight for some speedway action at Rockingham for the Truck Series here in Season number 5. Of course, it's the 6-race challenge. It is race number 3 of the 6-race challenge, so this is actually already the halfway point. We already did Daytona and Eldora. 2 pretty chaotic races, I have to say, especially in Eldora. We'll talk about a little bit more. Coming up here, also, we'll be talking about all the action we got on track here at Rockingham Speedway this week. Of course, after the off week for the whole league, besides iCar, we are finally back and ready to go here tonight. And we're going to start off on a Monday, and we're going to be with the Truck Series at Rockingham Speedway. 95 laps, by the way, for tonight here at the Rock in Rockingham, North Carolina. This is, by the way, we're using the old Rockingham version. There is a new one in iRacing that got updated a couple of months ago. Ultimately, we decided we're going to use the old ones. Works better with the Gen 4 car, of course, which is the Cup car now. And ultimately, it's just a better car all around for what we're doing here. So joining me in the booth tonight, eventually, once he gets his largeness in here, will be Max DiFilippi. We'll probably have Landon Johnson as usual for iCar tomorrow. Maybe Cameron Chandler on Wednesday, I believe, for Grand National, and of course Eli Franklin for Thursday's Cup race. And of course the league is back, and we got 5 days of action tonight, or this week I should say. So we're looking forward to this. Alrighty. Race number 3 of the Truck Series 6-race challenge. We'll be going over the standings as well. Half-hour warm-up session, of course, comes up first as usual. Then we got 2 laps qualifying, and then we said the 95-lap race after that. From this just about a mile racetrack in North Carolina. All right, cars, or I should say trucks, are on the racetrack at the Rock. And we are just about ready to go here tonight from Rockingham, North Carolina, starting off with our warm-up session today. Welcome live to the Rock. Here we go. NASCAR iRacing FedEx League is back after the off week. And here comes Cameron Chandler off turn 4 and heading down the front straightaway. Of course, Rockingham Speedway, such an interesting racetrack. Driver's favorite, well, at least it's my favorite, one of my favorites. It's not a true short track, but it's obviously not an intermediate either. Kind of a unique racetrack as Cameron Chandler going to hear spin down the back straightaway. First race here at Rockingham Speedway for the Truck Series and the Cup Series. They had their All-Star race here last season. Grand National had an official points race, but 2 now official points races get added for both Cup and Truck Series tonight. iCar was also here last season for a points race. And here is the 42 of Christian Faircloths running the Travis Pastrana paint scheme. It's actually the paint scheme we got in the promo picture for this race. Back at 1 and 2. All right, just like Eldora, Max DiFilippi going to be joining me in the booth tonight. So, Max, last time you commentated trucks, of course, was that insane Eldora race where we saw, of course, TJ Moon absolutely destroy Matthew White, come under the checker flag and then get penalized for it and disqualified. What can we possibly expect tonight here at the Rock?
Hopefully good racing again. I really hope we don't. I hope we have an exciting finish, but not like what happened last time. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, but hopefully tonight we have good racing. It's good, but not that good. Maybe Matthew White can get some redemption. Co-classic racing tonight, so I'm sure he'll fill us in on how the truck is going to be racing.
Well, we got some news here. Matthew White, for some reason, is in North Carolina right now, but not at Rockingham.
Oh.
He's actually at Bowman Gray Stadium for some reason. I don't know why. He's a fruit. He won't be racing tonight.
Well, I guess TJ Moon can join and talk about Matthew White. So.
And here's 62. Here's 62 of Jeremiah Gauntly down the front straightaway.
Hey, Ravioli, we just got news from Christian Faircloths.
Oh, and we have voice chat on for some reason. Let's turn that off.
What?
Let's turn that off before something happens. Yeah. I don't trust Brody Webster.
You know what? Even Chandler, last week we saw you in the iCar Pro race. Explain how that race went.
I mean, it went pretty well until I I got absolutely destroyed by Zane Rahman, or whoever it was, and I beat Cameron Chandler, so that was the main goal there.
Yeah, tough race, but yeah. Oh, Jeremiah Galloway's dead on the backstretch.
And here comes Cameron Chandler, so far top of the board, down the back straightaway in the 3 and 4. So looking at your Truck Series standings, they are pretty interesting entering tonight here at Rockingham. So TJ Moon was top of the standings unofficially after Eldora, but then of course he was disqualified, moves all the way down to 6th. Currently Payson Lindsay leads the championship, second is Knox Thompson, third is CJ Erdman, Herklatz, Culp, and then you got Moon, Matthew White, Holes, Wilson, and Cameron Chandler is in 10th. Cameron Chandler have a good day today. Maybe a win here at Rockingham to start off his weekend. Maybe gets inside of a good point situation here in trucks. Of course, Truck Series only 6 races, and then of course the full season points stand format as well.
Right now, I'm posting a this track, so I don't know if his truck is feeling tech because of how large he is, but not on the racetrack yet.
Yeah, pretty unbelievable stuff by Payson Lindsay. All right, so about 22 minutes left to go here in this warm-up session at the Rock. Of course, this was a track that was brought back to NASCAR last season. I was actually at the inaugural or first ever Grand National, or in real life, the first ever Xfinity Series race here after like 15 years or whatever, however long it was. My God, back in 2025. I hopefully can go again this season.
Now we have Cole Clausen here. The ideal line, from what I've done in my recent past in the race cars, have been middle top, honestly, maybe bottom. See Cole Clausen demonstrating that right now. How does it feel on there, Cole?
I don't know. I haven't done well in Rockingham, but it doesn't feel great out here right now. I think we might be a little slow, but hopefully we can find some speed before this race starts.
Of course, we ride along with Cole Clausen down to the 3 and 4. Currently 8th. Oh, we have somebody upside down. Okay. I believe it's Jeremiah Galloway.
Oh yeah, he's so upside down. And Mark cruised to him immediately. Oh, and he's gonna get hit. Oh, Mark. Oh, and Zane Ramon is currently pushing him on the right upside down.
I don't know what's going on back there. But all right. Oh, I'm not really sure at this point. But okay. Here comes Zane Ramon back on the racetrack. Oh, he's still on his lid here on pit entry.
I don't know why, but the AMR aren't getting to him, so all the blood's probably rushing to his head right now, but he'll be all right.
Wow. Of course, 95 laps tonight. I'm not exactly sure about the fuel situation, if they can make it to the end or not. It might actually be close. We don't get any cautions today. There's no halfway break in the Truck Series. Oh.
How did he end up there?
So, of course, it is a packed week at Rockingham. 4 races here this week. The Truck Series tonight, iCar Pro Series tomorrow, Grand National on Wednesday, and the Cup Series on Thursday. So we're very excited for this week. And, of course, the hobbies also return for week 41 on Friday. So every single day this I guess you could say, work week is FedEx. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Here comes a Ram Chevy. You're seeing a lot of the new Truck Series paint schemes that you've seen on the racetrack so far already in Daytona. So it's got a little bit weird with this Ram in the 25 being a Chevy. Of course, iRacing, they eventually will add the Ram, but not yet.
If someone going backwards, but I'm sure they'll get it. Yeah, a lot of weird numbers. You know, we have Jay Clarino, number 33, but he's for some reason in a Toyota number 56. So I don't know if he got in the wrong truck or what, but
this is the 38 of Ashton Miller heading down the back straightaway. Behind him is Cameron Chandler. Clarino is now top of the board by 10th. So looking pretty solid.
Not surprised. We're going to see the TCMC, P1, CWR cars up there, top of the leaderboard. They're usually pretty good in these type of races.
Rockingham is a track where you got to be careful driving into the corner. You can easily slide up into the wall in the entries. You got to be careful with that all week long. All right, there's Braden Hunsaker in the 77, former winner in the Truck Series last season at Charlotte. And here's the 71 of Cole Clausen. Going around the outside of those four. Oh, he's going to get turned. Around goes that Ford machine. I believe. Oh! Hard on the wall again. I'm not exactly sure who that is. That is Brody Webster. Unbelievable.
That Ford truck kind of looked like how it did on Friday night, so that sucks. But
yeah, Brody Webster probably is going to get the truck looking like that all night long. I don't know what it. Oh, okay, that's a wall ride.
Phantom.
And here's the 46 of Zane Rahman, currently 10th on the board. Now heading down the front straightaway.
Yes, this is actually going to be Zane's last race for a little bit. He's going to come back, I think, Homestead week. He's going to be taking a little bit of a break, you know, just, I don't know who's going to fill in for his car or what, but hoping he has a good day for the last day in a while.
And Cameron Chandler and Ashton Miller having a good battle. Cameron's in the wall a little bit. So they get down the back straightaway. Oh, there's Cole Clausen.
Oh, Cole Clausen. I think he
Cole,
blew right in front.
Cole, you're currently 4th on the board, so have you kind of found some speed down that racetrack?
Oh yeah, we got this Culver's Chevrolet Silverado locked in. We're gonna have a good race tonight. I can already feel it.
All right, well, we'll see what you can do at the Rock tonight. Of course, Rockingham Speedway, one of the more iconic tracks in NASCAR. Love this racetrack. Racing is always really good here. We got to bring every single series besides IndyCar here this week.
It's okay with Ethan Trendler and Fox Sports. Would you mind doing a onboard and walk us through a lap at the Rock?
Hang on, I couldn't hear a word you said next. I got to turn you up. Say that again.
I said, would you want to do a onboard with Cole Clausen? And he can walk us through the racetrack? Oh, as
in a minute, we're 3 wide. In a minute, we're 3 wide down the front straightaway for a second. Oh my God, Zane Rahman.
Hard drag. Oh.
All right. Now we will ride along with Cole Clausen and put him on the spot to take us a lap around here at Rockingham Speedway in the truck. Take it away, Cole.
All right, we're coming down front stretch to start our lap. Looks like I got Travis Pastrana ahead of me. Hopefully he doesn't crash. Coming around turns 1 and 2, you know, this track, it can get a little loose right here as I slide it there, but we're able to hang on to her. Going down into turn 3, another sketchy corner. Can be a little bit sketchy on entry here, but coming off exit here, not the greatest lap, but it'll have to do. And there's a lap around the Rock.
Beautiful day here at Rockingham Speedway tonight. Not a cloud in the sky. Perfect day for some racing in the Truck Series. We are excited for this one. About halfway through this warm-up session, about 15 minutes to go for that 2 laps qualifying coming up next here. So, of course, bringing, like we said, every single series here besides IndyCar, which only has 3 races anyways a year, to Rockingham. All right.
Cameron Chandler and Brody Webster are saying some pretty large things to each other on the radio right now.
Wow. Here we go to the inside, the 30. For some reason, Rich Cherry's in the 30 car today. 30 truck, I should say. Oh, he's going to get loose, and now Cherry goes around. Or almost goes around. Actually, he might save it. Yes, he does. Oh.
Big wreck.
Oh.
Cole Clausen. Oh.
A little hard Ashton Miller now.
Yeah, Cole Clausen's going to need the backup on
Here's Knox Thompson.
Oh my God, Jacob Fernandez. Oh my God. Okay, he's alright.
So of course,
Oh, we're not
the Truck Series Championship is made up by just about any driver in the league. Anyone's eligible to race here. No matter if you're a Cup driver, Grand National driver, or whatever, you can race the championship, the 6-race challenge of the Truck Series. Same thing with IndyCar. So of course you're going to see a bunch of mixed together drivers. Like you see top four right now is a Grand National driver, Jacob Florino, second, your defending series champion in the Cup Series, Braden Hunsicker. So mix of guys.
One thing I am noticing in practice, I may go over to the races, a lot of guys, like what said, are really loose on exit. And the whole racetrack is pretty full of smoke right now. So that, oh, and they're wrecking. Yeah, this is extremely loose and full process right now. But yeah, I'm looking at Knox Thompson right now, and he's just sliding everywhere. It's insane.
And drivers definitely going to have to make sure they hold on to these things tonight throughout these 95 laps. They get 2 sets of tires on pit road. And back into 3 and 4. I've seen some good racing so far in this warm session here at the Rock. Looks pretty solid.
Yeah, Jacob Florino is taking these guys to school at the moment. Walking them through how to drive the track on the radio right now.
He is looking really good. Believe it, yeah, here in the 56 truck.
Yeah, but you got to run her. The line he's running is saving tires or burning them up because this track is a cheese grater than tires. So.
Yeah, especially with the old surface that we have here, not the newer cable. Wall of the camera channel. Side by side through 1 and 2, now down the back straightaway. Chandler clears Ashton Miller.
Pretty good sized field. I have yet to see Payson Lindsay connect to those, so I wonder if he's going to be racing tonight.
Here's your current points leader.
I say that,
today.
and Payson Lindsay has connected after I said that.
Wow. Spoke it into existence right there. Here's Jeremiah Gauntly down the front straightaway, currently 11th. On the timing sheets here in Rockingham, about 10 minutes to go in the warm-up. Ball a little bit there, through 1 and 2.
Yeah, as of right now, some guys who stood out to me that might not be the highest on the charts are CJ Erdman and Ashton Miller. We always know Ashton Miller and CJ are really good drivers, but it seems like they have better long run pace than they do short run pace, so that's good.
Conley Rex here down the back straightaway. He gets on the wall. Donovan Ogan will get around him there.
Cole Wilson and Mason Lindsay have connected, and we know that they had a little bit of beef with Cole after Phoenix, what Payson did on the last corner, so.
Yeah, Payson Lindsay, if you didn't know already, he was suspended after what he did in Grand National. Of course, he's a full-time Cup Series regular, so wasn't taken too fondly there. He was suspended for 2 Cup races, served one of those suspensions, my God, Cole Clausen. One of those suspensions at Phoenix, and then now serving the other one this week. He'll be back next week. When we go to...
Oh my God! My bad. Just cut the Zaymer mod. Holy crap.
Next week when you go to Pocono, as Ramon is on his roof. Got a pretty interesting bunch of tracks coming up. We got Rockingham this week, Pocono for the Cup Series next week. We go to Dover, Charlotte after that. So looking pretty solid so far.
Oh. Yeah, sorry for the little outburst there, but just Zane wrecked it. It's so hard. His truck just oh my God. These guys are all gonna need a backup car for tonight's race, and Dane might need a backup driver after that one. That was bad.
Clarino, though, absolutely it's on fire at the top of the board right now. How about that? All right. Oh, man, what a hit. By Jacob Clarina. So Max Diffie, from what we've seen so far on the track here, about 8 minutes to go here in the warm-up session right now in Rockingham, can you maybe give us what your pole prediction would be?
Pole prediction? Oh, would definitely be Cameron Chandler. I know he's P3 on the board, but I'm looking at him, I feel like he can get a little bit more speed out of it.
All right, we will see. Oh, big hit. And Cole Wilson has some sponsorship. How about that? I don't know. First of all, who would sponsor Cole Wilson? I really don't understand this. Pretty unbelievable stuff.
And now they're talking about paper airplanes. Gotta love it.
Wow. Cole Clausen burning it down like he won the race. I mean, Cole Clausen, I mean, he's got to keep his streak alive here of incredible runs around the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League. Man, Cole, what is your confidence level compared to other weeks coming into this one after 2 great weeks of really good success?
It couldn't be any higher, man. I'll tell you what, but some breaking news here. I may or may not have to start and park this thing, so it might be a little close on time for me, but we'll discuss about that later.
Wow, okay. Before he goes, currently 5th on the board here at Rockingham. Oh, we got the wall now. Oh man, hitting the pit barrels like in the 46 car.
Oh,
I
I also forgot to mention that I may or may not have spun Brody Webster into the pit barrels.
Well, good job.
Oh no. Oh, well.
Well, thank God there's a safety truck right there.
Yeah. One thing I do notice is common sense. I don't think that this race will be as big of a wreck fest as the last race we did outdoor. That was insane, to say the least. But these trucks are going to be slipping and sliding, and hopefully there's some good battles. As oh my God, 2 cars are synchronized slipping.
Wow. All right. Well, practice getting a little bit silly now with 5 minutes to go. But what else is new? Here's Knox Thompson.
Oh, and I've seen a lot of cars spin on pit road. I don't know if it's on purpose or not, but
CJ Ehrman is actually the one in the Dodge paint scheme, or the Ram paint scheme, I should say. All right, we'll be right back in about a minute. 5 minutes to go here in the warm-up session in Rockingham. Stay tuned for the NASCAR iRacing FedEx Truck Series Season 5 race at Rockingham Speedway. All right, welcome back live to Rockingham, North Carolina tonight. About 4 minutes to go here in this warm-up session from the Rock. Very excited for this one. Watch Cameron Chandler currently third on the board down the front straightaway.
That's my pole pick right there.
Well, it does seem like the track's kind of slowed down. Haven't really seen anyone go top the board or prove at least.
Yeah. But you never know with qualifying these trucks, so I mean anything could change.
Oh.
Just act like I didn't see that. Anything could change. Oh, he gets hit by Cole Clausen. Oh my. Cole Clausen, are you okay? You have been checked and evaluated from the Infirmary Care Center.
And Cole Clausen has been transported to a local hospital.
Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
And Cole Clausen has been transported to his funeral.
Oh my god, he's wrecking again. It's not over yet. Cole Clausen, hold on, man. You got it. Okay, it's finally over. Wow. He just wrecked up here. Oh my god, Cole.
All right, about 2:45 left to go here.
Yeah, these guys better not tear up the trucks too much. Definitely want the trucks for qualifying in the race.
I mean, these things are taking a lot of speed. These things take a lot of speed here at Rockingham, more so than you would expect for a track this short. They're absolutely flying around here.
Yeah. Cole Clausen is back out on track, by the way. He has been released from his trailer, so he is okay. He jumped out of the casket, so.
Oh, wow. Oh,
He's
hard on the
okay.
wall.
Oh,
Nice
hard hit. Oh my. That was hard.
Oh my lord. Upside down
Oh.
he goes.
Not over. Who even is that? Upside down.
Braden Hunsaker.
Oh, Chris Clausen! Oh, we need an instant replay. Instant replay on that one.
Nice try
I'm
on
telling
Fox
you.
Sports, no replay. Anyways, here comes down the back straightaway the 62 of Jeremiah Gauntlet.
Oh my god.
Jeremiah's getting pretty loose down in the corners. He's 12th on the board right now. Not looking the greatest. Oh my.
Cole Clausen, I will be planning your funeral for you, Cole. Oh my god. I've never seen...
You might want to see what just happened to Jeremiah Gauntlet.
Oh, he's fine.
Oh wow. Okay. Oh, upside down goes the next.
Oh my god.
All right,
Oh man, this is just funny at this point. I think these guys think that it's iRacing and it's just a reset button, but no, this is real life stuff right here. They can't be doing this.
Yeah, this isn't iRacing at all. We're live here at Rockingham Speedway right now.
Yeah. But in all seriousness, give it up for Cole Clausen, who got back into his car after brutally hitting the outside wall and flying out of the track.
We're not racing cars tonight, so I don't know what you're talking about.
My god, he's flipping again.
All right, anyways, about to get down to business. Qualifying is right away around the corner from Rockingham Speedway.
Yeah, this action's about to be so good. I'm gonna go get myself a cookie real quick.
Oh, wow. I guess the buffet is officially open here in the booth. We open all week. I'll get access to it for 4 straight days here at Rockingham. First, these drivers' teams, us, we got 4 days here today, or here this week, at the Rock. Very excited. Oh my goodness. All right, that'll do it here at Rockingham Speedway for the warm-up session for the trucks here on Monday night. Race number 3 of the Truck Series 5 or 6 race challenge. And we go live tonight from Rockingham Speedway. All right, here we go, qualifying. 2 laps for the pole. Single car qualifying. Here we go. Of course, you get a bonus point as usual for winning the pole, even in the trucks. No stage points are awarded today. No halfway break either. Other ways to get points are, of course, finishing positions. scoring, having the most laps led and scoring zero incidence points. Comes Cameron Chandler down the front straightaway. And we'll throw that thing down on the corner in the 1 and 2. And Braden Huntsicker there in the 77 as well. So, of course, we'll see if we have improvements on lap 2, like I always say. It's definitely an interesting thing to watch, especially all weekend. Ashton Miller's on top of the board, Knox Thompson second, Cole Clausen is third. Chandler goes fourth. Probably a throwaway lap for Cameron. We'll see what he can do on lap 2. There's Cameron down the back straightaway, and then truck Jerry goes second. Webster's fifth. Here comes Braden Huntsicker off turn 4. Coming to the line to believe finishes his lap. He backs it down. Only one and done for him. Florino is second. Huntsicker goes top of the board. Here is the of Cameron Chandler. Across the line he goes. Cameron is only 10th. I believe that final lap was not allowed. Cameron Chandler is the slowest of anyone that's gone so far. Because that final lap doesn't count. Christian Urquhart is second.
But no. I know Cameron can make it back up, and Cole Clausen has once again met the air. Wait, what? No. He has once again flipped over. So.
Here comes Cole Wilson on the racetrack. We haven't seen any laps by Payson Lindsay, your points leader, so far in this race in practice, or in qualifying either. So, not quite sure what's going on with Payson. Here's the 22 of Cole Wilson down on a 1 and 2. New look for him. Oh, he's loose in the wrecking. Actually saves the race car.
Okay, one more lap for him.
He's going to be burnt up his tires a little bit, though. Probably got a little bit flat spotted, but we'll see what he can do. Coming off turn 4 and starting his second lap.
And it's Cole's not to wreck it this time.
Wilson was 13th on lap 1. It's a CWR bottom 2. Here's Strumline Gauntly down the front straightaway.
Yeah, if I was in that race, CWR would be bottom 3, so.
Wow. Anyways, here comes Cole Wilson off turn 4, down the front straightaway. Backs it down. Cole is going to...
P2!
Wow, on those slid tires as well. Kind of impressive by him. Here's Gauntly. Finishes laps. And Jeremiah is in 9th, so Cameron Chandler, very detrimental there. That's not what he wanted to see.
Yeah, and his lap is off by 7/10 of the slowest of Brody Webster's, the second slowest. So definitely something had to have happened.
Yeah, well, what happened is he threw away lap 1, then he hit the wall lap 2. That lap didn't count. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, rookie mistake by a veteran for sure. Oh my, Cole Wilson, holy crap!
All right, well. About a minute to go. It looks like Braden Huntsicker is going to be on pole tonight. For his first Truck Series win of the season would be his second of his career. His first league win of Season 5 as well. Been close to Cup Series victory lane a couple of times here, defending series champion. Finally on the racetrack is now the 7, new number, Payson Lindsay.
He got into the wall there, so that is a first lap already gone. So he's going to have to second lap it here.
Payson Lindsay very angry that Suarez was fired from Trackhouse. He decided to change his number to 7.
And also, this is a brand new sponsor from Payson. He's getting paid to race this paint. And oh, he's gonna get close.
Hey, Payson Lindsay was supposed to put the FedEx logo on there, so I'm not really sure where it is. I'll have to be talking to him post-race, but anyways, back into 3 and 4 he goes.
Yeah, I'm hearing this truck just came out of, oh, he's gonna get loose. Left on.
That's gonna just about finish qualifying here.
Yeah.
He is 13th.
Qualifying is over, so Braden Huntsicker is your pole sitter, and yeah, definitely a surprise that Cameron Chandler's down there, but I'm sure he can make it back up and on the grid.
All right, well here we go in Rockingham. It is race number 3 of the Truck Series season kick-starting this week around the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League from the Rock. And And how about Max DeFilippi? Why don't you give over your top 10 starting positions here in the truck race?
Yeah, P1 and 2. I forgot. Front row is Braden Huntsicker, Cole Wilson, and we don't see Cole Wilson's car on track yet, but that's all right. And second row is Christian Herklotz and Richard Cherry. So good starting row for Richard and Christian. Row 3 will be Ashton Miller and Jacob Clarino. We saw Jacob Clarino fastest practice, so maybe he can make something happen from there. Row 4 is Zane Ramon and Cole Clausen. Cole Clausen's going to be in the brief with us while racing. He has the headset on in there, so that's good. Row 5 will be Jeremiah Gauntlet and CJ Erdman. You know, CJ owns Jeremiah's truck, so they're teammates / car owner. Row 6 will be Donovan Hogan and Knox Thompson. But, you know, Knox Thompson, we see him in P2 in points, so see what he can do. And, I forgot what row it is. Row 6, I think it is Payson Lindsay and Brody Webster. Payson has yet to grid, though, so, yeah, in our last row, camera check.
Yeah, Payson Lindsay, of course, enters this race as your points leader. Qualified 13th, no laps of practice either, so he's going to have a good race today. As cars, trucks, I should say, just about to roll off this grid.
I don't think anyone got more than 2 laps of practice in this practice session. But, yeah, obviously, you know, NASCAR, holy voice crack.
I'm not
NASCAR
really sure
testing.
what Wilson's doing.
NASCAR testing came. Oh!
Alrighty,
NASCAR testing came here, and they let the FedEx drivers out on track at Rockingham in real life, so they got some extra practice there. So yeah.
Juice going to be down the front straightaway as usual. 95 laps tonight, 95 miles. Real quick, Cole Clausen, what's the field window looking like?
Looks like we're gonna have 74 laps.
All right, so they will not be able to make it to the end. It's about 20 laps short. No halfway break in this one, so if we went all the way green, hypothetically, we would have a green flag pit stop. Well, Rockingham is big in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League this season, and we're getting ready to kickstart this one here tonight for the truck race. Race number 3 of the Truck Series season at the Rock.
Making sure all those drivers get their tires warmed up, and we're gonna go get it here.
Pace truck is in with Braden Huntsicker and Cole Wilson in the front row. The Truck Series is racing at Rockingham. Side by side down into 1 and 2 they go between Huntsicker and Wilson as they head door to door down the back straight over the opening time. Almost a little bit of contact between these top 2 Chevrolets. Back through 3 and 4. See Wilson in the outside lane. Cole trying to keep it up there, but Braden Huntsicker drives it under there, but a slide job. Oh, your leader and your pole sitter gets loose. So does Wilson. They both save it. Wilson is going to lead lap 1 here. Sliding their way back into 1 and 2. And here comes Jacob Cleared on the 56 car for second almost. Wilson clear in that 56. He is back to third. He got Cherry in fourth. Christian Herklotz fell back to fifth already. Battle maybe for P2 going on between these two Chandler Wilson racing cars down the front straightaway. Looking to the inside. Here is Clarino on that 22 of Cole Wilson for second place. Door to door down the back straightaway. Ashton Miller getting loose. Here comes a crossover back to the inside for Wilson on Huntsicker for the race lead. And Clarino makes contact with Wilson. His teammate moves him up the racetrack. Wilson has to save it. Falls back to third and has lost momentum again. Here comes Herklotz, Cherry, and others.
Yeah, if Wilson gets back to Clarino, he's already made it known on the radio that he is going to remember that and get him back. Clarino better hit the gas and be on his best toes here, because
Yeah, Clarino now back, of course, in second, trying to chase down your leader, Braden Huntsicker. Here for third, Cole Wilson trying to take the spot away again from Christian Herklotz. For the lead, here comes Clarino to the inside of Huntsicker. Was fastest in practice, started outside of the top 3 though, but already looking about him in the lead in lap 5, side by side, back into 3 and 4, and down the front straightaway again, door to door. Huntsicker tries to pinch him off as they head back into 1 and 2, but that Toyota Tundra on the bottom for Jacob Clarino, rolling nicely, but Braden Huntsicker's got good momentum on corner exit. He should be able to clear him, and he will. Clarino Torino now runs the outside with 3 and 4. Herklot's not going away either.
Look at the back half of the pack. Cameron Chandler, they're all scrambling back there. Trying to get up there. Jeremiah Gottlieb gave him a little bump down the chin away or something up there.
Of course, they need positions back there again for the lead. Door to door. Here comes Clarino to the inside of Hunsicker once more. Through turns 3 and 4. He's gonna nearly clear him. Slide job doesn't work. In the wall goes Hunsicker. Braden not very pleased with the 56 truck. A second driver he's made mad. Braden Hunsicker back around the outside of Clarino. Side by side once again. Jacob Clarino is so far not making too many friends. Contact again through 3 and 4. My goodness, they are going at it. Coming to lap 9 at the Rock.
Yeah, we have several drivers mad now. We have Ashton Miller telling Clarino to knock him off, and Clarino just said he's racing. And that's all. So yeah, it's gonna be insane. That's Cameron Chandler until at least.
Cameron Chandler now battling for 10th. Starting outside the top 10, almost 15. We got a battle here side by side between him and C.J. Irvin. Mason only up to 13th where he started actually. Cameron cannot find a way around. Go.
Cameron Chandler Mason and hasn't really made up that much ground. I figure that they made up some ground by now. They're trying to. These trucks are racing hard.
Door to door here between Cameron Chandler and Donovan Hogan. Chandler looking to get that 10th place away, and he will once again. Clear. More up front here. Jacob Clarino just cleared. Braden Hunsicker for the lead around the outside. New leader in Rockingham, it is Jacob Clarino. Was fastest in practice. Hasn't made too many friends so far today, but up front on lap 12.
Yeah, right now Jacob's hoping that he can run away and save as much as possible while running away. It's going to be pretty hard with these trucks, but I'm sure he'll make it through it. He also wants to run away from Cole Wilson because he's not happy, so yeah.
Now that 42 truck of Christian Herklot trying to rerun down Braden Hunsicker here down the front straightaway. Still early on at the Rock. Here comes Cole Wilson. Inside of Herklot for third. We got Ashton Miller there running in fifth. Cole Clausen down in sixth as well.
Yeah, these trucks are really losing a lot.
Here's Cameron Chandler started at 15th.
I'm starting to lose some ground on this main pack, but just trying to hold my ground here for now. And I don't know, my truck ain't feeling too good, but hopefully we can make up some ground on these guys once they burn up their tires.
Yeah, looks close up there, but go get them.
Here we go to the inside. Ashton Miller got to the bumper of Cole Wilson. Now Wilson looking bottom on Christian Herklot. Also for the lead, that 77 Hunsicker is back on Jacob Clarino. How will he treat him? Will he use him up? Down the front straightaway. Clarino is clear again on Hunsicker, but that's 77. Former race winner here in the Truck Series at Charlotte. Last season going back to the inside, of course, most notably defending Truck Cup Series champion.
I'm sure Braden's going to get impatient in a little bit here, especially after, kind of used them up a little bit there, but like I said, just some racing, get better on the part.
Herklot's here in third, still holding on to Cole Wilson in that 38 of Ashton Miller. Here's Herklot in the 42 to the bumper of that 77 Hunsicker now.
Oh, they're wrecking in the back. He saves it. Knox Thompson got really squirrely.
Remember, Knox came into this race top 5 in points.
Oh, it looks like Cameron Taylor just spun him out. Let's get a kind of look at it since Fox Sports.
can't really do that on the green.
Yeah, major setback for Knox, but
Look now back here on Ashton Miller, riding in fifth behind this, in the back of this pack, I should say. We ride along with it. Behind Cole Wilson and others. We come to lap 20, this time by at Rockingham. See the back of the 22 truck getting a little bit sideways as Ashton Miller is in tow behind him. Top five are kind of got their own little group, 0.8 of a second separating each other now. Here comes Ashton Miller around the outside of Cole Wilson for fourth. Door to door down the back straightaway they go. Ashton Miller clears Cole Wilson for P4, and a crossover to the inside, trying to get up 2 for 1 here. Now in Christian Herklotz. And for the lead, here comes Hunsicker. Not giving up yet. Herklotz, or say Clarino, drives it deep into the corner. Cuts him off, but here comes the 77 trying to rally back around the outside lane. He is there, and they're side by side again for the lead. Down the front straightaway at the Rock. Door to door, Braden Hunsicker is gonna clear. Clarino again for the lead. Oh, in the wall, Cole Wilson. He's lost a bunch of time. And now here comes Herklotz to the inside of Clarino. Caution. First yellow of the day comes out.
we have a wreck. It's Cameron Chandler.
Wow, Cameron Chandler goes around.
Sorry, Cameron, my fault.
Looks like minimal damage here to the 8. We'll see what happens. Bring out the first yellow of the day on lap 22. So he's running his way through the field after starting in 15th. Oh, Cole Clausen hit the wall and then tags Cameron, and around goes the 8. Nothing Cameron really could have done there. Well, let's ride along with Cole Clausen here to see where that looseness came from.
Cole, maybe you can walk us through what happened there. Just got a little bit loose with Cameron there.
My tires were killed, and that was the first time that I ran the top, and I just wasn't used to it. So 100% on me. I apologize to Cameron.
Yeah,
course,
Chuck
the
doesn't look
first-
like it's too bad.
First yellow of the night is out, and we got trucks on pit road. Your leaders are pitting here. So this makes it very close to be able to get to the end of the race. Caution in lap 23. They were about 20 or so laps short earlier, so this is going to be really close. We'll see if they can all make it. You got to make sure you pack it full of fuel and get those 4 fresh Goodyear tires on your race truck. Caution number 1. As trucks come to pit. Ooh, Cole Wilson has to back it up here. Another truck has to back it up back there. So far, good stop for Braden Hunsicker. You got to just make sure you get as much fuel as possible. You're in everything you can here. Probably a tear off as well. Setting you up for the race. Here we go. Trying to fuel it up as Hunsicker, and he's going to have to wait a little bit.
Oh,
Jacob Clarino, how about he wins the race up there in second? Ashton Miller third. Herklotz, and Braden Hunsicker is going to lose so many. Oh my goodness, what is happening to Braden Hunsicker? He's going to roll off in 12th. Wow.
man, maybe I. Doesn't look like a.
Choose this time by. Six of Clarino, or because we aren't coming to the shoes this time by. We'll choose next time by.
Yeah, that was really weird. It just kind of seemed like don't know if he was taking damage there or just sitting there for a second, but definitely weird.
All right, well, 25 laps into Rockingham. Max, has anything maybe surprised you or that we've seen on the racetrack so far?
Yeah, no caution, and you know, right when we started to see people kind of make it up to the front, that one person was the caution. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I was kind of looking at different battles here when you were looking at the lead commentating. I was looking at different battles, and I saw people. They were using people a lot. I was watching it and. Listening to the radio now, Braden Hunsicker got a speeding penalty, and he was sitting in his box. So speeding on pit road for Braden, but definitely surprised that these drivers were able to keep it clean for as long as he did.
It's unfortunate for Hunsicker, obviously. was leading the race. He's going to restart the tail end of the field here. So he'll come to the choose this time by for the first time. Restart on lap 27. Huntsicker, or I should say, Clarita goes outside. Inside for Ashton Miller. Outside seems to be the better lane to get in the jump for the lead.
Yeah, outside is definitely most dominant. Oh, wait, what is Cameron doing? You saw that? That was weird.
He's going tail end, I guess.
He kind of... Yeah, he kind of stopped and then decided to choose bottom and then stopped again and decided to choose the top. So that was interesting.
All right, here we go, ready for the
Okay,
restart.
here we go.
On lap 27, it'll be here at Rockingham Speedway.
And keep an eye on Payson Lindsay, P5. Remember, he didn't have that good of a qualifying effort, but P5 for that points for our points leader.
You really get pit stop. Hasn't had the greatest speed in that race truck throughout the race either, but got on and off pit road pretty well. So fuel window is looking very close now. They should just be able to make it to the end, I think. Pace truck's in again, ready for the restart. On lap 27 in the Rockingham. Good restart again for Clarino. He is gone and already clear on Ashton Miller. Miller, though, looking back inside as they head back into 1 and 2. Oh, Miller sideways, saves it. My goodness. That'll give Clarino the lead.
Both starts, Ashton Miller.
Here's Cole Wilson in third, side by side behind him. 42, Christian Urquhart's back and forth, and Payson Lindsay around the outside for fifth. A bit more side by side here. There's Donovan Hogan down on the low side. On that 46 of Knox Thompson. Braden Hunsinger, your former leader after the before the pit road speeding penalty, trying to make his way back inside the top 10. Here's Thompson to the inside of Jerry. They head back into 1 and 2.
Oh, contact. Foul.
And up front, Clarino continues to lead. First door-to-door battle is that 77. Hunsinger's driving his way through the field to the inside now of Cherry for 7th already. A lot of speed out of that 77 truck right now. Oh, we got smoke! One truck, I think, got loose, was, I think, the 7 of Payson Lindsay. And, oh, Wilson just got attacked by the 42 Urquhart for third. We got a spinner behind them. Around goes Cole Clausen. No caution will stay green.
No.
Oh, Urquhart's loose in the bottom, saves it. But here comes Guntley around his outside for 5th place. And Braden Hunsinger back in the battle as well. Oh, and the wall goes Guntley. Here comes Hunsinger. Back to his inside, a little bit of contact again, back to 3 and 4. Oh, my goodness, Guntley in the wall, sideways, he'll spin. Around goes Jeremiah Guntley. Everybody should be able to avoid him, and the caution will come out for the 2nd time tonight. Wow. Let's take a look at what happens.
Brother.
He was already disconnected here, just lost it by him all on his own. He was around the outside of Hunsinger. It just breaks free, and then he can't save it down the front straightaway. Unfortunately, hits the wall a couple times, but finally he goes around. Hits the wall. Decently good contact there. Sorry, right along with him here. Bringing out caution 2. Just lost it. Unfortunately. Hits the wall a couple times, and then loses it again. And around he goes. Pretty good contact. Luckily, everybody avoids him, though.
Wasn't that big of a hit. It definitely wasn't too much damage he's done. I just think he rage quit in and alt F forward, but that's okay.
Yeah, he's one of those drivers that's not really exactly racing for points in the Truck Series. All right, we'll be right back. Choose Cone coming up in a couple laps. Stay tuned from Rockingham.
they're gonna be choosing this time. I don't know where Ethan Chandler went, but we have Jacob Clarino, Ashton Miller, Cole Wilson, our top three. Clarino's gonna choose the bottom this time. Miller to his outside, and Cole Wilson's gonna be behind Clarino. Obviously, we saw some little bit of a bang between them earlier, so it's gonna be interesting to see how this plays out between Clarino and Wilson. But also surprised that he chose bottom. We saw the outside being control car all day, but let's see.
So we saw Cole Clausen also retire from the race here. Unfortunate for him. So 2 trucks now out of the race on lap 35. Going to restart on lap 36. Jake Clarino, like you said, choosing the inside lane now. How will that work out for him?
Not quite sure. It looks like the bottom line definitely is the slicker line of the whole way around this racetrack. So gonna be interesting, especially with Cole Wilson directly behind him. But let's see.
Or Cole Wilson is his teammate, but they had a little bit of contact earlier on. And Cole wasn't very happy in the first 2 laps of this race. Alrighty. So, gonna restart in lap 36 here at Rockingham Speedway. Back to green again. And a good restart by Ashton Miller on the outside of that 56 car. They had side-by-side back into 1 and 2 with the lead. Marino on the inside, Miller on the outside, trying to wrap it door-to-door. Oh, he gets loose again for the 3rd time going on these restarts, but he's got momentum around the outside. How about that? Side-by-side back into 3 and 4. Once again, but Clarino overdrives the corner, but actually slides back in front of Miller, but a crossover might be coming. No, he actually clears him. How about that? Back to the inside, though, goes Miller. Slides into the corner, contact for the lead. Where's Cole Wilson going to go? They might be 3 wide down the back straightaway for a minute. They are, but Wilson falls back. Here comes Payson Lindsay to the battle as well. Side-by-side clearing the wall hard. That's big contact. 3 wide for P2. Miller clear for the lead, and Clarino loses 3 spots. Back to 4th. Payson Lindsay back in his 2nd place now in the bumper. How about him on the lead for Ashton Miller?
Believe it, Payson Lindsay back to the front, but the field looks pretty organized. Besides these leaders.
Here comes Lindsay, round the outside of Ashton Miller for the race lead, trying to take it away. Side-by-side contact between Wilson and Clarino again. And Lindsay gonna clear Ashton Miller for the lead. What a great drive by that 7 truck. But Miller not trying to fight back. But now your points leader, after starting outside the top 10, is now leading here at Rockingham. No practice laps for the 7 truck, but doesn't really matter right now. He now takes the lead. And here comes Clarino, fastest truck, one of the fastest trucks is Cole Wilson. Not happy with him side by side. He drives it deep into the corner and again to the bumper of Ashton Miller as well. Oh, contact!
Oh, contact.
Wilson slides. Braden Hunsinger back here as well. Of course, your pole sitter.
Now Ashton Miller's not happy for Clarino.
Oh!
Wilson's gonna hit him.
Wilson slides and he crashes. Around goes Cole Wilson and Donovan Hogan. The caution is out again.
They are fighting big. Clarino is mad at everybody, and I think everyone's mad at him. I don't quite know what anyone did to Clarino other than that, but he's definitely not happy.
My goodness.
That was crazy. We're gonna have to look at a replay on that one. It just looked like Cole Wilson sent it a little too deep, but
these teammates, it's gotten pretty ugly. Wilson to the bottom, yeah, he tries to contact the 56 truck and then he gets loose himself and then collects Donovan Hogan. Number 1 rule of soccer racing: don't try to wreck somebody without wrecking yourself. Or that's not the rule. What am I saying? It's don't wreck somebody. Don't try to wreck somebody, but end up wrecking yourself. My God.
Yeah, Wilson might have a little bit more damage here. Got hit right in the tire.
There he goes. Unfortunate. Around collects that 43 of Hogan. Not.
Yeah, you try to do the
bystander for that 43 truck. But not too much damage in either, though, I don't think.
Well, you try to do the bump and around on Clarino, but did the bump and dump on himself. So that kind of sucks, but yeah.
Well, we're in the first about 25 laps green. Now we've had 2 cautions or 3 cautions since then.
Yeah, Hogan damaged. But now.
There was the 30 of cheer.
Yeah, Clarino's kind of mocking him for wrecking himself there, so that was funny.
for some reason is absolutely blinding to us down the back straightaway. I don't really know why. It's a little bit annoying. I don't think it is for the drivers. I don't. Maybe a little
It
bit.
is.
But what? What'd you say?
I've noticed that also. I think it's just the way the sun is.
I think it's. Oh yeah, it's kind of bad down the front straightaway for the drivers. As we're gonna take a ride along here. I don't know why it does this. It does this at Richmond too. It's really actually pretty stupid. I don't understand it at all. That's not a thing that happens in real life, so it doesn't really make too much sense.
Oh, we missed the choose.
We're looking at it right now. All right. So let's try this again for the restart. Alrighty. So we're getting ready for this restart, side by side down the front straightaway, back straightaway.
I have a fruit candy right now. Hold on.
Here we go. Restarting on lap 43. Let's see if we can get maybe another long run in here. Jason Lindsay on the outside chose that as your leader. Ashton Miller, I feel like he's been second for every single restart so far tonight, and that'll be the same thing today for this one.
And we're back green.
That's my job. Not a good start at all for Ashton Miller on the inside. Here comes Jacob Florino for second on the top. Heading back into 1 and 2. And then side by side down the back straightaway. You can actually see what's going on. He's clear.
Cole Wilson, oh, they're wrecking big.
Oh, again, a big wreck into the hard of Bruce Brody Webster collects Zainer Rahman. And those two trucks are pretty torn up.
Brody almost flipped. I was looking at that battle when Brody was, when he got sideways, his rear end went in the air.
That's unfortunate for both of these two drivers. Let's take a look at what happens.
Yeah,
So
this is
we're hoping
Brody's, or Zane's last race for a minute, but
So let's, Brody on the outside there. Oh, he just comes down. Wow, can't do that, and then got some air time.
Cole Wilson has
Oh.
nose damage. Oh, hard.
We gotta look at Richard Cheery. I don't know how Cheery made it through that. It was about an inch from him getting collected. That was really, really close.
Yeah, I have the binoculars out looking at the front end of Cole Wilson. It looks fine, but not like that for Zaner Rahman. His truck is destroyed.
Here we go. It just came down, unfortunately, and then here's Cheery. Whoa! Man!
Yeah, I feel like nothing Knox could have done there. I mean, it just seemed like Brody came down a little bit, not thinking that they were 3, and they just kind of came together. It sucks that it had to end that way, but yeah, I think Brody's most likely done. That was bad.
I just misjudged that completely. Almost collected his teammate Cole Wilson. Let's just look at that by an inch. He nearly got Cherry machine. So all the drivers should be good. The leader should be good. The fuel in the end, especially with these cautions now. My God, this got a little bit messy over the last few laps, but. Mason Lindsay currently leads on lap 46 here at the Rock.
Yeah, it's like there's a tsunami at my house right now. It is pouring. Oh, thank God that Rockingham isn't like this and that these drivers cannot race.
Hey, Max Stiffy, have you ever seen snow?
Wait, what do you think, driver?
No, you haven't.
I have, but not in Vegas. It's because I had to go somewhere else to touch snow.
Wow, how about that? Top 3 choose the outside lane. That'll get the front row to on the bottom for Braden Hunsicker. That's I don't know about that one. We'll see how it works out. This could be a huge net gain for Braden. And even Cameron Chandler there as well.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking about letting Braden on this front row, because, I mean, Payson Lindsay's fast, but Payson has definitely, Payson's been fast too, but Braden has definitely had the most dominant. I mean, we know Payson came from the back, but Braden came from dead last to the front.
All right, let's see if we can actually get a run in here like we did earlier. I have the two 7 and this two Spire number trucks on the front row. They aren't teammates though.
Yuck. I mean, green, coming back green.
Okay. Green flag back in the air. Good start again around the outside for Payson Lindsay. He is gone. And that is a net gain for Braden Hunsinger, who's cleared second place. How about that?
Mr. Miller, I don't know what happened to him, but a little bit it's bad.
Chandler side by side with Miller. Miller's going to clear him back into 3 and 4. Miller now on the bottom for third on Jacob Clarino. Racing their way back through 1 and 2. Here we go side by side. Clash trying to get around the outside for 6th on Cameron Chandler. Actually a good angle. Here we go door to door between Donovan Ogun and CJ Erdman for 9th place. And for the lead, here comes Hunsicker trying to retake it. Had a speeding penalty earlier, but here he is side by side with Payson Lindsay down the front straightaway.
Oh,
Also,
very close.
Also got the 56 of Jacob Clarino back there trying to also battle. Again, almost contact down the back straightaway. Back through turns 3 and 4. Lindsay up the racetrack on the outside lane, using that banking. Hunsicker on the bottom. They're door to door, trying to side draft each other down the front straightaway, but good momentum around that 7 truck for Payson Lindsay. Nobody slides into the wall. And he's going to maybe lose the lead. Yes, he will. Braden Hunsicker back up front.
Jacob Clarino got snapped.
Oh! Hunsiker's wrecking! In the wall he goes! He came down on the 7 truck, and they're 3 wide for second place. Payson Lindsay takes the lead again. And my goodness, here comes Clarino and also Ashton Miller.
Did Payson wreck Braden or did Braden do that to himself?
It was just a racing incident, I believe. But here comes Clarino around the outside of Lindsay for P1 now. In the wall goes that 56 truck. Now the 7 back on the bottom. Payson Lindsay. Where's Ashton Miller gonna go?
It's getting real here in Rockingham.
It is chaotic out front. For the lead, trying to slide, but in front of him is Payson Lindsay. He re-clears that 56 truck. Hunsicker back to 4th with some damage.
Yeah, these guys know they better start going to get their position. Looking for Braden. Huge gain in that game.
It is a mess. An absolute mess in this main pack here at Rockingham. My goodness.
I definitely think Braden can get back up to the lead for sure. Whether he's going to lose up to the Payson or do it or race his way to that lead. I know almost contact.
Clarino got loose in the bottom. I don't know what happened there. Heading back into 3 and 4. Now he's got Hunsicker again to his inside.
Right now, Payson Clarino to really battle Hunsicker here. Just let him run away.
We know how good that 77 truck is, but how much damage does that machine have? About 40 laps to go this time by.
They get really close back there in the 8th-ish area between CJ Erdman and Knox. They got really close off the 2 there.
Here comes Chandler to the inside of Hunsicker for 3rd. On the bottom. Cameron Chandler has been so quiet all day long, but finally has found his way inside of the top 5, and he's door to door for P3. Falls back in line. On the wall a little bit, Jacob Clarino.
Let's let Braden get through.
Hunsicker door to door. Braden Hunsicker there on Jacob Clarino, side by side. And they're back into 1 and 2. Even on each other, making almost limited contact, sliding each other to the wall. Contact again down the back straightaway. Hunsicker needing to overdrive the corner to try to slide him in front of him. He'll do just that. Clarino, a crossover back to the inside.
I don't know what they're doing, man. They're just letting Payson get away here.
And they're also burning up their stuff. Still just under 40 laps to go. Clarino is now gets cleared by Hunsicker. In the second place goes that 77. Here comes Chandler, Jacob Clarino's team owner and teammate. Clarino back to the inside on the 77. He is not giving up yet.
Chandler making 3. He's looking to the inside.
Cameron Chandler just trying to get there on the 56 truck. You got Harklotz back in 5th, and Ashton Miller back there in 6th.
Pop it down. Braden's
No!
going, though.
Cameron Chandler got really loose in the bottom. We look at the lead now, about 9/10 of a second for the lead between Payson Lindsay and Braden Hunsicker. All that racing allowed Payson to pull away.
Yeah, no. Even you can take it over for a minute or two. I'll be right back. Restroom break here.
Wow. Side by side, back for 3rd. See Colorino back on the outside lane, his team owner on the bottom, Cameron Chandler. Payson Lindsay is still holding his good advantage over Braden Hunsicker. How much is that damage affecting the 77 truck? The wall a little bit for Colorino. Now he gets re-clear of his team owner. My God, Cameron Chandler, and the wall goes, that's 42 of her class. And here comes Ashton Miller to his inside. Chandler not giving up yet. Here he is again for 3rd. Gap now 2nd to the lead. Hunsicker is starting to fall off. This 8 truck looks like one of the fastest on the racetrack right now. Colorino is not too bad either. Here he is back to the inside of Hunsicker for 2nd. The damage definitely affecting Braden right now. Not the way he wanted it to at all. Chandler, though, still back to the inside of his teammate. You've seen some great racing at Rockingham. Here we go, back to the inside for a crossover. Actually backs out of it. Clarino on the bottom gives the spot up to 42 of Herklotz almost. Not exactly sure what that was. Looks pretty slow on the bottom of the racetrack right now. Maybe a problem for that 56 truck. Lost the spot to the 42, and now he's got Ashton Miller to his inside, and he might just give this up. Might even go back to 6th. What has happened to Jacob Clarino all of a sudden? Pace all of a sudden is gone from that 56 truck. It's very sudden as well. Gap now 1.2 seconds for the lead. Pace and Lindsay a good advantage over Cameron Chandler. Here's Cole Wilson. Oh, he puts his teammate in the wall! Into the wall goes Jacob Clarino. Now he's got even bigger damage and more problems. That thing is definitely torn up. He is not going to be too pleased. Oh, he is destroyed now. He's back to, what, 11th? My goodness. And he may have to come to pit road this time by, and he will. That is so unfortunate for Jacob Clarino. Wow.
Right back. What happened to Jacob?
He all of a sudden backed off. I don't know what happened to him. Lost a couple spots, and then he got put into the wall by Cole Wilson. And he's on pit road now. Side by side, back into 3 and 4 for the 38 and the 42 of Herklotz for 4th place. And they're also catching the damage to Braden Hunsicker. Up front, Cameron Chandler trying to run down Pace and Lindsay. Can he do it? For 3rd, and here comes Miller. Yeah, quarter panel damage for the 77 truck isn't probably affecting him a lot. Jake Clarino is back on the racetrack. If maybe he's going to get payback. Yeah, I was about to say that. Cole Wilson's definitely got to watch his back now.
Yeah, right now, Pace and Lindsay not want to caution.
Yeah, he's got a 1 second advantage over.
Yeah, take a look at where Clarino blended out at either. See if he's a little bit slow here. And it looks like he is. By a little bit.
Of course, remember, Cole Wilson just put him in the wall. They've been feuding all race long. That was probably the worst of it, though, so far. We'll see if these teammates get together again. The meeting, this is not a good way to start the week for Chandler Wilson Racing, to say the least. 2 of their Grand National regulars feuding here in the Truck Series. Oh, here we go again. We'll see in a minute how this goes. I don't think Jacob's going to be too nice in the 22 truck.
Oh.
on the apron. They wanted to get a one car on the wall. Here we go, door to door between the 38 of Hunsicker, or 38, I should say, of Miller and Braden Hunsicker.
Oh, you know, just do a nasty block on Wilson.
Yeah, it's not too pretty back there. Side by side down the front straightaway. Between them, they're third. I don't think Lorino's doing too much to maybe wreck Cole Wilson right now, but we'll have to see as this continues to play out.
Yeah, I think Red Bull is going to be down to the teammate, so try and keep us cool here.
We have seen a lot of action so far tonight in Rockingham, and Payson Lindsay has a 1 second advantage over Cameron Chandler. Here comes Richard Cheery to the battle. Where did he come from? And Miller actually just backs out of it. And Cheery to the bottom of Hunsicker for third place. Look at that. Richard Cheery, where did he come from? Up to third all of a sudden. 2 spots in 1 lap. Oh, here we go. Clarino is blocking Cole Wilson back into 1 and 2. Remember, these two are teammates, but they've been feuding all race long. Clarino now a lap down after having to 2 laps down after having to come to pit road. Under green once the 22 put him on the wall.
Yeah, it's pretty sad that you keep having to remind everybody that these guys are teammates with how
Oh!
they're racing. Oh!
Oh, and he backs out of it. CJ Ehrman nearly, sorry, that's Knox Thompson, nearly runs over the 22 truck. Here we go. 38 of Miller to the inside of Hunsicker. Now that is for 4th, actually, after they lost the spot, both of them to Cheery. Hunsicker still fighting that damage.
Now, I'll tell you what, I don't know if he's there, but he is moving. He is gaining.
The gap now 20 laps to go, 9/10 of a second. Slowly but surely, Cameron Chandler trying to get there,
Jacob
but
Florino has pulled off the racetrack.
probably good news for Cole Wilson, because he runs 7th right now. Florino is pulling a pit road. Florino had so much pace in this one. It's not the way he wanted it to go. Here's Braden Hunsicker, another driver that has had so much pace today, but the damage is kind of just seeming like it's too much. Riding along with the 5th place runner, Hunsicker. Ahead of him, of course, Ashton Miller there in the 38 truck. Also, look, here is Rich Cheery. He's actually trying to run down that A truck of Cameron Chandler with 17 laps to go. He is one of the fastest trucks on the racetrack right now. Richard Cheery is all of a sudden coming through the field. Cameron Chandler has to watch out.
Oh, Braden Hunsicker is going around. He saved it. He has damage, though.
There he is in the 77. He's back to 6th, lost the spot to the Hartplots. Definitely not the way this truck wanted to see his day continue.
That truck, it stepped out. That was extremely close to disaster if there's that wall.
For the lead, it's down to 0.6 of a second, and here comes Cheery on Cameron Chandler for 2nd place. He is there. As they head back into 1 and 2. 15 laps to go here at Rockingham. For P2, here comes Cheery, one of the fastest trucks on the racetrack. Needs to get around Chandler as soon as possible. Chandler on the outside, no fight for him at all, and Cheery is clear to 2nd place. Now, can he run down Payson Lindsay?
No, in my opinion, I think he can. I really think Richard Cheery is a lot faster, and he's gonna show it right there. Cameron was honestly gaining on Payson, and now Richard.
I mean, Cheery came out of nowhere. Cheery came out of absolutely nowhere, maybe just saving his stuff. All of a sudden, he is up here paddling now with the lead with 13 laps to go at Rockingham.
look at that gap between Richard and Cameron, and then Richard and Payson. So Richard is definitely faster. And then
But we
he's showing
know-
it right now.
We know Payson Lindsay doesn't give up the lead too easily, no matter what. How will this handle? Here comes Richard Cherry, coming on strong. Here he is to the inside now of the 7 of Payson Lindsay for the lead. Coming to 12 to go this time by. What a run by this 30 truck. He is there. Payson clears him though, back into 1 and 2. Might not give him the bottom, but here comes Cherry. He is there, trying to muscle his way to the inside. They're door to door, heading down the back straightaway. Almost a little bit of contact. Cherry drives it in deep.
Oh.
Nearly door slams him. Here comes Chandler. Payson is not giving up so easily. Where can Cameron Chandler go? How deep will these two drive it? Pretty deep, that is. Back at our 1 and 2, side by side even. Cameron Chandler on the bumper of both of them. Where's he gonna go?
Oh, Richard's gonna dive it in deep here.
Coming to 10 laps to go this time by.
Gonna have
Door to door.
Pace tires.
Door to door for the lead in this race. They are side by side. Payson Lindsay back around the outside of that 30 truck, but here comes Cherry fighting back on the low side. Cameron Chandler in line on the bottom as well. They both get loose. Again down the back straightaway they go. Cherry actually gets muscled around and not clear yet. Here comes Chandler. Round the outside. Oh, he gets put on the wall. Contact. The 7 slides. Here comes Cherry back to the bottom. Richard Cherry on the bottom. Clears Payson Lindsay with 9 to go. New leader out of nowhere. Richard Cherry takes it. Late in the race. Here comes Cameron Chandler back to the bottom and Lindsay for 2nd place.
Sent it in right there, but I don't think it's quite enough. I think DCP battling out.
Payson not giving up yet. He's gonna. Oh, he got a truck spinning almost. Oh my goodness, he saved it. That's the 4 truck, Freddie Webster. And the wall goes. Oh, Cameron Chandler wrecking down the back straightaway, and the wall goes the 8 truck. He will save it, but he's got big damage now. Got tagged by Payson Lindsay, and this is going to be detrimental to Cameron's race. Wow.
Would he turn up again?
Not at all what Cameron wanted to see there. And all of a sudden, what a race we have seen tonight. A 9-10 second gap for the lead for Rich Cherry coming to 6 laps to go. He is still just driving off. What a run. So many comers and goers in this race. Got Ashton Miller in 3rd. Still, Cameron's holding on the 4th. You got Herklatz there in 5th place. 6th place currently is somehow Braden Hunsaker still. Ho Wilson running in 7th. Knox Thompson running in 8th. Donovan Hogan, C. German now battling for 9th and 10th.
Yeah, I cut back to this battle up the laps. They're still going at it strong. So, yeah, that sucks a lot for Cameron now.
And Payson Lindsay just got ran down there. Never really known as a great long-run driver, and definitely shows here. Fortunately, also nearly takes out Cameron Chandler. Cameron's still running in 4th, but not battling for the lead anymore. And Richard Cherry is just driving off here. Payson might be on a fire from Ashton Miller before this race is over for 2nd. I believe Rich Cherry is looking for his first ever Truck Series victory tonight. And what a way would be doing it here in Rockingham. An incredible comeback here. Late stages in the race with 3 laps to go. Got a 2-second lead over Payson Lindsay. And Lindsay just going to move over for Ashton Miller. His truck is gone with these tires. Miller in the 2nd. Miller on the wall a little bit. Look at Cameron still running in 4th. Herklatz in 5th. Hunsaker there at 6th.
Jacob
Wilson.
Corino back on the race track.
Maybe just trying to finish the race. I don't know if he would try to cause anything, especially for Cherry leading the race. Down the back straightaway he goes in the 30 truck. And through 3 and 4, looking to take the white flag this time by.
Xander just wall rode it past CJ Erdman. Not going to work though.
Well, white flag in the air. The race is official. No more cautions could come out. 1 lap to go for Richard Cherry. What a drive through the field. All of a sudden came out of nowhere, had an incredible battle with Payson Lindsay and Cameron Chandler, and he's going to round turns 3 and 4. It'll be career win number 1 for Richard Cherry in the Truck Series. He's going to see the checkered flag. Richard Cherry's going to win the Truck Race at Rockingham. Second place will be Ashton Miller. Third is going to be Cameron Chandler. Got that from Payson Lindsay. And fourth going to be Lindsay. Fifth, Christian Herklotz.
Payson definitely let Cameron by. I think he knows.
Maybe Payson felt a little bad from earlier, but Richard Cherry, what a drive, what a win. Incredible by this sturdy truck. He gets the job, his first win of the season, first career win in the Truck Series. Your multi-time Grand National winner. And he will burn it down, your winner at the Rock. What a job well done. What a race. My God, that was a good one. Very, very good one. There was so much entertainment we saw on the racetrack, so much great racing. That was a great way to start the Rockingham week around the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League with Richard Cherry going to victory lane tonight.
Great to see his teammate come congratulate him here. He is.
And he burns it down here from the Rock.
How about that race there, Ethan? How'd you feel about that?
Incredible. So many good battles. That was a great way to start off Rockingham week.
Yeah, for sure.
Got so much more action. iCar tomorrow, Grand National Wednesday, and of course the Cup Series on Thursday. And Cherry doing the Polish victory lap. Round at Rockingham.
Yeah, very happy for Cherry. He was moving there at the end. He definitely saved his stuff a lot more than everyone else did.
This should shake up the points a little bit. Payson Lindsay might actually get lucky here. He's finishing 4th, but still should be a pretty good points day. With a lot of other contenders not getting good finishes at all. Richard Cherry,
yeah, he
your
was in
winner.
second place in points. Knox got, what did he get there? 8th, and yeah.
Cherry will drive into victory lane, one of the tracks that actually has the victory lane on the front straightaway. So he gets to do that here at the Rock. What a race, what a battle. Incredible all around here at Rockingham Speedway tonight. We very much enjoyed that one. And happy you're able to come along with the ride of us. Of course, iCar Pro Series tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern Time in the next race. As the iCar season will continue to Rockingham. And coming up tomorrow night, same time. A lot of the same drivers, and wow, what a way to start the week in the NASCAR iRacing FedEx League at Rockingham. Incredible race. Richard Cherry gets the job done. Miller, Chandler, Lindsay, Herklotz, Hunsicker, Wilson, Thompson, Hogan, Erdman is your top 10. Alrighty, we have post-race interviews coming up here at Rockingham Speedway after a thriller from Rockingham, North Carolina. Okay.
You got Richard?
Okay, we're coming up first of all with your race winner down in victory lane, Richard Cherry. Richard Cherry, what a drive through the fields. What a battle between Cameron Chandler and Payson Lindsay. How did you do it? And what is it like going to victory lane now for the first time in your Truck Series career?
Pretty good. I mean, our plan was just to save tires and really, really save tires, and it paid off, fortunately, there. Doesn't usually pay off because there's always a caution at the end, but fortunately, this time there wasn't. Although it was close, I mean, Payson sent Cameron to the wall. I gotta give a shout out to Braden, Ashton, and Cameron. They when they saw me going by, they just let me by, and they could have put a hurdle to me at the end, but they are mainly the reason why I quote unquote got the win today. So pretty good. It feels great to win finally again in a NASCAR series after since July last year that I hadn't won, and yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, really, really good day. Cherry, were you surprised with the really good speed of your racetrack? All of a sudden, you're by far the fastest truck on the racetrack.
I wasn't. I mean, I was surprised because I saw those people just burning their tires, and it just I was we were just flying there because I wasn't in a battle or anything. We was just riding by myself. There's saving tires. Probably if Payson hadn't done what he did with Carmen, he would have put a little bit of a little bit more of a battle, and probably he would have burned my tires even more. So, just awesome to win again.
Well, of course, Sherry, big congrats on the win, but of course we got the rest of the week coming. I mean, this is a great way to start off here on Monday for the Truck Series, your first ever Truck Series win here, and you get the job done here in the 6-race challenge. So, rest of the week, after this great performance, an incredible win, 3 seconds over Ashton Miller as well. How are you feeling about the rest of this one?
Rockingham, this version of Rockingham Special is one of my favorites. It's one of my favorite tracks on the service. Just how the bumps are in the corners and everything. I feel really good for tomorrow in ARCA and for Grand National. I don't know if I'm gonna be doing the Grand National race or I'm gonna be commentating, and then the Cup race. I'm probably gonna do it, even though I'm gonna get a little sleep because I'm going to Orlando on Friday. So, yeah, this week is gonna be a blast between that and Rockingham.
All right, Richard. Well, of course, big congrats. Have fun celebrating here in Victory Lane. Finally back here in FedEx Victory Lane. And we will see you tomorrow night for iCar.
All right, thank you, man.
Good one, Jerry.
Coming up next will be your second place finisher, Ashton Miller. Ashton Miller, overall, a very solid day. I mean, it got a little bit chaotic there for you guys on some of these restarts, but you guys had a lot of speed in your 38 race truck, but never really race-winning speed. Is there anything more you maybe need to squeeze out of the thing, but even though you still got the second place finish?
I mean, yeah, just if I wasn't getting raced so hard and was, the first half of the race. I don't know why we decided we want to race like it's the last lap, well, the entire race, but some of these guys need to learn, and that's dumb. I don't know why they wanted to race like that, but I think if we didn't get raced that hard, we would have definitely had a chance against Cherry. But this crap happens, and it sucks. But hopefully, it's not going to be like that for Grand National and Cup up this week.
Well, yeah, speaking about those two races, with your second place run still tonight here at the Rock, what is your confidence level heading into those? Of course, the Cup Series where you need a good run to try to get yourself into a better point situation, and then of course the Grand National Series where you run part time.
Hopefully we do okay. I'm not really excited about this race. It's just one of the races on my calendar I haven't really marked. It's not like a race I'm looking forward to. It's just a race you have to get done with, and I'm hoping that it'll be okay. But yeah, that was basically our that race in a nutshell.
All right, well, Ashton, nice job still coming home second place today, and we will see you tomorrow for iCar.
Great session.
All right, thank you.
Coming up next is going to be third place finisher Cameron Chandler. Cameron Chandler, talk about wild day for you guys. You started in the rear after, I believe, your second lap didn't count. You drove your way back up the field, and late in the race, battling for the win. Unfortunately, Payson Lindsay gets into you, and you nearly wreck down the back straightaway. You save it. You actually repass Payson there at the end. Just take me through what even happened today with this one.
For the past 2 years, I made the horrible life decision of racing with idiots every week, and this is a prime example. I mean, I start in the back to my own idiocy, whatever you want to call it. I get wrecked by half the field trying to get through it. Cole Clausen was the one who finally cleaned me out. That's whatever. It's still lap 20. We get back through the field. We have to deal with the same idiots blocking you through the grass, throwing you to the wall for dead last. By the way, you're never gonna see them again. And then we finally get a run going. Jacob Clarino, he decides he's gonna race like his life depends on it. Kills all of our tires. Payson gets away. And then I felt like given our circumstance, we still played our cards perfectly. We let Cheery go, and he was racing with Payson. I was in position to pass them both for the win, and then Payson runs me into the wall and then wrecks me a few laps later and just lets Cheery get away. So a race with idiots, and you go down with idiots every week.
Well, Cameron, of course, we got the iCar Pro Series coming up tomorrow night where you got a very big points lead. You didn't win here last season, but how do you think a win could continue your iCar success this year tomorrow?
I don't know. I mean, we need Matthew White to have a bad day to regain the points gap we had. Because again, race with idiots last week at Talladega, and then they take out half the field, and Of course, I get collected in that. So, um, I don't know. This is a track. No, I can't even say this is a track you get away from the idiots because they were full display today. So, I guess just try to survive and not wreck.
All right, Cameron. We'll see you coming up tomorrow night for iCar.
Yep. Hey, everyone in FedEx, please, please, before you start complaining about people like Max DiFilippi, check yourself. Attend driving school and learn how to drive yourself
Yep.
before you complain.
Yep. Good
Okay,
race today, Cameron.
Well, coming up next is going to be Christian Herklotz. Christian Herklotz, top 5. You guys kind of ran there all day long. Got a little bit wild there at the end with Payson Lindsay and Cameron Chandler. You almost had a shot to maybe pass both of them. I mean, take me through some of the highlights of your day. Ultimately, another great run, top 5 here at Rockingham in the trucks.
Yeah, it was surprisingly a pretty decent day. Ran up in the top 5 majority of the race. Mainly just trying to save my stuff until that final sector of the race, where I kind of burned up my stuff pretty hard, but still managed to come home with a 5th place finish, and I think we advanced our points position.
Well, Christian, of course, you guys. Well, real quick, I'll check where you guys entered this race in points. It was 4th, so it
I think
should
it was
be a pretty good
4th.
points day. You're now kind of battling with Payson Lindsay and maybe Knox Thompson for the top of the point standings. Maybe Cameron Chandler got back in there as well. So, but talking about the Grand National Series on Wednesday, we head to Rockingham there. I believe your second career start here at Rockingham Speedway and Grand National at least. You didn't run that great here last season, I don't think, but that was your rookie season. Now you're second in points, coming off a bad race in Phoenix. How do you think you can maybe turn that race around and have a good run here at Rockingham?
Yeah, we just got to enter with a good mentality, kind of just what we've been doing earlier in the season. We just got to avoid the wrecks, save our stuff, try to be there at the front and take what we can get.
All right, Christian, well, we'll see you. Good job on the top 5. We'll see you coming up Wednesday for Grand National. Alrighty.
I can interview the next one if you want to.
Sure. It is going to be Braden Huntsicker, finished 6th.
Brayden, what a day, man. We saw you looked like you had the fastest truck early on there for like I don't even know until like the first caution, and then had a speeding penalty which set you back, but it didn't really look like it set you back. Made it back up to the front, and we saw a little bit of contact with I think it was Payson, and from there on it just looked like the truck drove like crap. So just walk us through your day.
It started great. I mean, we qualified on pole. Definitely wasn't expecting that, but started on pole, led a lot of laps. Had some good hard racing with some teammates. And then caution came out. We went down pit road, and I got a speeding penalty for apparently running the speed limit on pit road. So don't know what happened there, but we drove our way back to the front pretty easily. It just showed how fast our truck really was, and then got tangled up with Payson. It's probably a racing incident. I don't really know what happened there. I think it was on me. I threw a little. I mean, I went down the track a little much, and I just brake checked them. So probably on me. But truck drove like crap afterwards. So definitely not the finish we wanted. But yeah, it was a pretty good night for the most part.
Yeah, man. Sucks, but now that you know you have the speed, does this carry on to tomorrow and the rest of the week?
Yeah, it's definitely going to give us good momentum going to the cup race on Thursday. Heads are held high, so just looking forward to Thursday and seeing what it has to offer for us.
Yep, good race today, man.
Yeah,
Sucks
thank
it ended how it did.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, coming up, up next is going to be Cole Wilson. Do you want to do this one?
Sure. Cole Wilson, we saw you qualified up there in the top 3, and looked like a good race. You know, obviously early on there you were in Clarino, got into it there, and then kind of your truck kind of fell off a little bit, and then it was calm from there. A couple cautions and got you and Clarino together again, and then you went for a bit of a slide, and then just walk us through all of that.
Yeah, so I broke the #1 rule of stock car racing. Wrecked myself and didn't even wreck the person who I was trying to wreck. So that was unfortunate. I hit him. I don't know how it wrecked me. I hit him right in the left rear trying to spin him, and it just spun me instead. So, that was a shame. Um, but other than that, yeah, I spun twice on that set of tires, so I was kind of cooked at the end. And just kind of crawled my way to seventh. If we could have gotten another caution, I think maybe I would have had something. But some, it's unfortunate.
Yeah, we saw him come back out onto the racetrack, and you two kind of want to do it again. What were you thinking at that moment? Were you just letting it happen, or were you kind of getting frustrating again with him?
I mean, I was just kind of. I walled him pretty hard. I definitely had given him wheel damage, so he had a meatball and had to come fix damage. So I expected him to come back out. I was just trying to make sure I didn't wreck the car and get a bunch of damage. So I was just like playing the cat and mouse with him, I guess. Just like I wouldn't go to his outside because I knew he was gonna wall me. So um, just kind of just sat behind him until Knox yelled at him and he pulled off. So that's what happened.
Yeah, all in all, good, and it sucks for what happened, but yeah, good day.
Good day, British.
Good day.
Anyways,
He's a
uh,
chiller.
nope. Anyways, coming up next is going to be, believe it, Zayn Rahman.
Oh, Zayn Rahman, I don't even know where to begin. It looks like you were started a little bit in the back, and you started. It looked like you were gaining a couple spots there. You were gaining, and Gotcha came out, and we saw you and Brody Webster. Not your fault. You were just an innocent bystander, but Brody Webster spin up the track, and you just happened to be there. Shocked your race wasn't ended, but happy it wasn't. Walk us through your whole day and how the car drove after that insane impact.
I mean, to be honest, like once the race started, I was trying to get a good feeling of it. And I felt like it was going to get a lot better, but of course I was an innocent bystander and I got shot by Brody Webster, so that was really unfortunate. So I mean from there then I couldn't even recover from that.
Yeah, it honestly, it looked like you were gonna get a top 10 for a minute, and it looked like you got into the wall a little bit, and it damaged your car. Is that the case?
Yep, I overdrove entering turn 1. I wall rode, gave me wheel damage, and then that pretty much ended it.
Yeah, that sucks, but I know you're going on a little bit of a break, so we'll see you after that break.
Yeah, hopefully that just proves to be a lot better for me. I want to just reset myself considering like I mean, I know you saw like how the weeks have been going on for myself. Been close a couple of times. I mean, like the only satisfying thing I've got like within the last month or so was just my second place at Phoenix, but other than that, it's just been downhill. So yeah, I just hope for whenever I return back when it let's see, Homestead, Miami, when I return then. So yeah, I just hope to have better luck when I come back.
Yeah, good luck to you, man, and see you after your break.
All right, take care, guys.
All right, one more to go is going to be Brody Webster.
Brody Webster looked like a good day. You're making up spots, and got into a little bit of a accident. Just kind of looked like you didn't know you were three wide for a second and wrecked. And want to explain to us what happened there?
So are you saying that wreck was my fault?
It looked, yeah, but just explain from your point of view.
So Max D. Felipe, you know what I do to people like you?
So what
Something I
happened in
can't
that
say
wreck
on
there, man?
screen.
What happened in that wreck
So
there, man?
so I was coming down a little bit and he was coming up a little bit. You know what that's called, Max D. Felipe? A racing incident, man. I mean, genuinely, like, I mean, I don't know what you wanted me to do about that. How was I supposed to know I was three wide? Like, genuinely, by the time he was to my quarter panel, like, my spotter, it didn't have enough time to tell me we were three wide. because I got
Yeah, it looked like just a
burned that
racing
quick.
incident, and
Yeah, thanks,
that
Max D.
sucks. Did the car just not handle the way the car should have handled after that, or what
Yeah,
happened from
I
there
would
on?
say like it looked like Ethan Trendler like sat on the front bumper because it was dented so much.
Sure, I did.
And, and yeah, basically after that, like we couldn't do anything. We finally caught up to William Franklin, and then like I don't know, the truck aero package sucks, and we kind of like tried to pass him on the outside, but I guess turn like I don't even understand what happened, but basically I ended up with like axle damage and had to pull it off the track and got called an idiot, so that was pretty nice. All I want to say is like, for all the haters out there, like to have a thought you must first think.
Wow.
All right, Brady Webster. Seemed like a interesting, interesting race, but yeah, hopefully it goes better for you throughout the week, and hopefully the spotter calls it out a little bit sooner. But yeah.
Yeah, Max DP Leap, Max DP Leapy D, stay in the booth, man.
Will do.
All
Yeah,
right.
gone.
Well, no,
Ethan's fat.
no, down. Anyways, that will just about do it. Wow, Max Diffley, Max Diffie, what a race here at Rockingham tonight for the truck race, truck series. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts is you should probably practice saying my last name a little bit better. But other than that, yeah, it was pretty good, and yeah, you better practice because you're gonna see me in victory lane for the rest of the week.
Yeah, sure, man. Anyways, coming up tomorrow night is the iCar Pro Series from Rockingham Speedway. They're over halfway through their season. We're going to see what happens tomorrow night. And then, of course, we got Grand National Wednesday, Cup on Thursday, Lobbies on Friday. Another packed week of action for 4 more days. Congratulations to Rich Share on the victory. And, of course, on behalf of all officials, team owners, commentators, drivers, everyone involved in making this league, what it is, we'll see you tomorrow night for the iCar Pro Series race. Good night in Rockingham. We'll see you tomorrow night from the Rock.
All right, thanks for having me, man.